Hello people. Going to start to play some Path of Titans, as you can see. So at the moment there's a free demo for 10 days. And it's interesting to check it out again. Maybe some people can join that haven't had the chance to try it out yet. So that's what we're going to do today. See how it goes. Bigger lake over there. We can go over there. Let's see what it's like. That's weird. Drink, my boy. Come on. Did it change that? I don't think they did. It's just tappy. Oh, it's tapping now? Not holding anymore? Or is it? Interesting. Interesting choice. Ah, the river. We haven't set up the water material on that yet, I guess. It's unfortunate. Are we gonna follow that? Or are we not? I guess we could. Makes it interesting. I guess let's follow the river just for a bit. Right. Hmm. Takes so long of not finding people, I'm probably just gonna use the map. Hmm. Interesting rock formation. I was hoping for some sort of cave. I just don't know where they all are. Would be nice if I knew, but I don't. Aren't that like the collectible things? Okay, it's Swampy Pit. What are those? Hmm. Oh well. Let's see. Snake Valley. Right. For now, I think we just do things without the map. But eventually, I'm going to need that map for sure. Don't be stuck on the tree. Thank you. Like the only problem really with this map, to me at least, you know, is it's sometimes so hard to navigate where you are. I mean, you see the name, so, you know, that's a good thing. But oh my god, I can't even jump high enough. Right, that's a cool area. Hmm. That's pretty cool. I like the swamp water. Looks mint. Interesting. I like that area. That area is super cool. That will be such a cool place to just, you know, go to and then go into the bushes, wait for ambushes and stuff. I think that's a proper cool area. Just need some people. Soon I should take a rest for some stamina as well. Well, we can still go for a little bit. She's laying down over here. A little bit of cover from there. Just in case. Right. Just take the same path until like it stops. It's kind of like an idea. Should be able to follow this, no problem. just gonna go up there. Keep the same direction. Mm-hmm. Right, so the river keeps going. That's one nice pond. Just keep going, same direction. Oops. Almost. Almost. Let's see. Where to now? I'm kind of following the same direction all over. Let's see what we find. No responses. Well, you'd almost think that's like an entrance to some sort of cave, but it isn't. Alas. Okay, big lake. Oh, the massive one. Ah, that's good. See if we can spot someone around the lake. But before we do, oh, wrong button. Well, good button, but I didn't hold it. Damn it. Thank you. A little bit more, come on. And there we are. That should be enough. Oh, look at that. Oh, that lag. Lag is real by the looks of it. Okay. Hmm. Furthermore, it's super quiet. That's not what I expected over here. I knew it. Remembered this cave. Why not go in? Let's see if there's something waiting on the other side. For now, it seems to be super quiet. Also in here. Didn't expect too much, but still, it would have been nice to find someone in here. Nothing, no chilling herbivores here, or already on the other side of the lake. Could also be. Otherwise, what's the new hotspot? Take a little swim. Ooh, I might actually not make that. Looking at my stamina, I should have not forgot that. Oh, we're fine. We're less fine if someone comes over now and wants to kill me. But we're fine for now. I need food pretty bad. Last time I remember... Oh shit. I hold it. I shouldn't hold it. Last time I remember there's like a corpse spawn over there. Cause there's... Holy shit, I double clicked. There's like dynamic corpses that sometimes spawn. And I believe there's one here on this hill, which I may or may not find. But, oh, I will find it, because it's there again. Awesome, I needed that. Okay. Little bit more. Eat a little bit faster. We're almost there. Almost. Right. Right. Okay. Poke around with a little floppy piece of meat, just in case. Back on the beach. By the way, for all the people watching, even if you don't have the game, you can join at the moment, because there's like this free demo that you can play for the next 10 days. So, if someone is interested, let me know, and can definitely join up, because that shall be fun. Oh. How does this work again? Oh, already gone. Okay then. That's fine. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Okay. What was that piece of meat? Now let's see what next. Hmm. Interesting. So we've been almost around the whole lake, I guess, now. We only seen our own kind. That's interesting. Then follow that river, more inlands again, I guess. Yep, let's follow it. Why not? Sounds like a plan. Okay, so the big river is more over there, and that was. Take the small river, cause I don't know. No waterfall. Hmm. Okay, just for now. Just because I want to. Yo, Rand, how are you doing, man? What's cracking? Damn it, did I choose Spino now? Or did I not? Oh, I did. Oh yeah, I heard about the air quality there. Is it bad where you are as well? Sucks, man. Hope it gets better. Oh, there's, yeah, that sucks. I hope it gets past fast, even though obviously that can stay for a while. Now that it's just because it takes a while, obviously. 2020, such a awful year. Yeah, it is interesting. There's only one gripe I have with the game, but that's not really the game's fault. And maybe with this demo that gets a little bit changed. You know, obviously it's an 8 kilometer map, so it's not small by any means. But yeah, you need massive amounts of players, obviously, to make it interesting with a map like that. At the moment, it's still like, I don't know what the hotspots are. I don't know what to find. And there's obviously, there needs to be a little bit more players. But now with this free demo, we'll see. See how it goes. Obviously, I can go Spino, and in the demo you can't, but that's just because I already had the game. We can go anything else, though, it doesn't matter. Enter Spined Lizard Lagoon. Perfect place. Oh, there's someone else here? Probably another Spino. Right, let's see. Took some meds, so hopefully my head will stop feeling like it's going to pop, and I'll join you. For now I hang out, watch and learn a bit. Okay, sounds good, brother. I for sure heard another Spino in here. I'm just a little bit confused of where he is. Swallow the fish. Thank you. No, he's here. But where is he? Perhaps they will. I don't know. I don't know, they might. They might not. Who knows? Something I'm never going to catch. Damn it. Go in the water though, just in case. Damn it. Didn't see where the fish was going. The only bad thing about Spino in the game. He's super slow on land. Like he should be. Dinos look pretty solid for such an early state. Yeah, dinos are super solid. Like all of them are pretty damn good. The variations in them are pretty awesome. That's, I think, the main thing that I like about the dinosaurs. You know, that there's variation with, like, with their Allosaur, which isn't playable yet, but there's, like, you know, different versions of Allosaur that you can choose. With a fisher dinosaur like the Spino itself, it's pretty... You know, it's a pretty simple existence, I would say. Because obviously I could just live on fish the whole time. So I think it's, you know, interesting because, like, I could just literally be a fisher and wait for bigger things to come to that big lake. Look at that. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're a Cerato. That's gonna be awful because they can turn on a freaking dime and I can't. I'm in the trees now. And he's super fast, as you see. Gone away. That was interesting though. Yeah, so over here you have difference in turning, like, you know, it's not super bad or anything. But, you know, you see, it's pretty damn freaking slow. And something like a Cerato's little speed demon. Is there growth? Not yet, not really. I know there's going to be, but it's going to be different than the owl has and stuff. Growth is based on that. More than spend time. I know that the growth is, what I've heard, is going to be in like the game when it's actually released. So, at the moment it's still just, you know, spawn your dinosaur full growth. But I know that the plan is growth based on quests and stuff like that. And I think they were talking about unlocking as well, maybe to give it a little bit more of a progression feel. So I guess we're going old progression, the owl style, but different. Same premises though. By the way, the funny thing is that in the owl you would never be able to say that. But realistically, if that Cerato would have gone for me, he would probably have a big chance of killing me. Would like to see a little more refined UI. I don't know, it's pretty simplistic. I don't know, I kind of like it and then I don't. A health bar, yeah, the health bar's kind of big. Do agree with that. You have to get used to having a map. Yeah, I mean that's the thing that I do like, you know, especially with a map that it's not small or anything. It's 8 by 8, so having a map really works, especially in a map where I think it's a little bit harder to navigate than, for example, V3 is. Oh, shit. Heard footsteps. Where did it come from? I always thought the owl should have it as well. I don't know. One second. Okay, we're back. Yo, Magic Goat. Am I fine? Yeah, at the moment I'm fine. But a couple weeks ago, couldn't say that. That was pretty bad. But at the moment I'm fine. Playing this wonderful Dino Simulator, which is this is almost becoming a meme at this point. You know, probably releasing before Evrima brings any freaking dinosaurs. And it's I don't know if you have any interest, but there is a demo for Path of Titans if you don't have it already. It's just your heart, not anything important. Yeah. Such a thing. There's cool things in Path of Titans, though. Like, I like that you have character slots so that you can choose what dinosaur you get in the server. I'm not gonna hate on the owl. They've come further than most games ever get. I want to get a what? I want all the dinosaur games to succeed. Yes, I have exactly the same that I wanted to succeed. At the same time, there's one thing that's kind of irritating me. They've promised so much, and look, we're still waiting. I just want something, you know? Give us something. Like, this is where I don't understand why the owl is taking so long. And I'm playing Path of Titans now, so that's the only thing I'm going to keep saying about the owl. But look at Evrima. Look at, if you go in Evrima now, how many players are on there. What's the point in having all this extra tests and all that kind of stuff to see if things are working, and then seeing that they're not working at all and whatever? Can I get him? Oh, I'm not going to be able to. He's too fast. He's gonna just jump away. But I'm going to try. Oh, lag. What the hell? Ah, that's unfortunate. But he's still there. That's weird. It's so laggy. Oh well, things happen. Oh, there's another one. That's interesting. There's a little bit of lagginess going on. That isn't great. But okay, so with Afrima, it's just like, you know, at this point, nobody plays it. Let's be honest. Everyone plays Legacy. There's a couple of people, obviously, that do. I think that they're cocky and probably thought they'd have more done. They didn't have any competition, really. Now they have BOB and BOT. I don't necessarily agree. I think they're too much perfectionist. And then they bring out this Afrima and want to hold to some sort of standard of quality. But if you really want people to actually test it, you should bring it out instead of just do close test after close test after close test. And then say things like, you know, the AI isn't reacting too well or spawning on things and stuff. In all honesty, they're probably never gonna get AI completely right, because AI is a hard thing to do. Look at any freaking multiplayer game and tell me any that has decent AI. Maybe you can tell me one or two? Announcement. This test server is going down. Move to another server. Okay. That's fine. We'll do that. I guess we take that one. I'm pretty sure they wanted to do 200 people server though, in this week, but maybe they're not done yet. I'll delete that one because I don't need it. And let's go with the with him. But yeah, it's I just wish that they would be a little bit faster at least, you know. Just give us something to keep playing your main branch of the game. At the moment, personally, and maybe there's some people that have, you know, but personally I don't have any desire to play it at the moment. Rent, I have 1500 hours in the also, so I've been very patient. I'm however losing patience now. Rico began nearly 2 years ago, which is true, yeah. And the game has been out for 5 years at this point. It's time to pick a direction and go there at this point. Yeah. That's one of the main things that I'm getting, like, you know, the same feeling with. It's like, holy shit, can I? Oh, I wasn't even on him, really. Come on, give me the freaking fish. Oh, I still need to get used to how I actually bite them effectively. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, it's just like, you know, I just want something. It's nice getting all this, oh, you know, we're gonna have this and all this hype videos and stuff. But give it. Just, you know, put it in. Even if it's not done, it's, oh, that's interesting. Hello there. He looks pretty cool though. Won't lie. Yeah, just give a direction. That's all I'm asking at this point as well. Like, you know, we've been all so patient waiting for it, right? Just, you know, put it out, let us test. We've done it before. come on, you know.
Message to all recent players.
Yo, son.
We are looking for defenders and goalkeepers. 86 plus.
Ik ben aan het streamen. Als je ook zin hebt om te joinen, is er zo'n demo voor spel. Als je wil joinen. Kan.
Nee, ik wil even Rocket League doen.
Oké.
Maar zit chat ook in de stream of niet? Discord? Oké.
So I'm going English again.
Als ik weg moet gaan, hè? Oh, wat zei je?
Just going English again.
Oké, fine.
But yeah, that's the whole thing with the owl, you know.
What
just
kind
had to.
of game are you streaming?
Oh, it's like the owl, but a little bit different. It's another dinosaur game. Survival.
It's called The Other Isle.
Could almost call that. No, it's called Path of Titans, but now with Pax or something, they have a demo where people can play for the next 10 days. So.
Okay, yeah, you should give it a try then.
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting. Plays pretty nice. It's the only thing it has that, you know, it's a thing that most survival games really have, is that sometimes you can walk around for so long and see nothing. Big survival game trope. So.
Well, maybe they will update it though.
They will. It's not out completely yet. It's getting out after September, I believe. So.
After September, so like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I think it's after September, so I don't know exactly what they have planned now as release date, but shouldn't be too far in the future. Yo, what's up, Synergy Torture? Long time no see. Let's see. I'd rather play BOB or POT now too. They have more to do overall. I don't care about graphics. I don't care about realism. I just don't want to be bored while playing a game. Yeah. To be honest, it sounds... You know, I think Path of Titans has more chance to be better than BOB, but at the moment, if I take all three of them, Isle, Path of Titans, BOB...
Yeah, let me know if I have to download the Tabletop Simulator again if you want to do Aliens soon at some point.
Oh, yeah.
I can download it in advance.
Yeah, for sure. I was asking around some people if they wanted to again.
You are messaging to all recent players.
Yeah, basically. I'm also actually in a Discord now with people that play it, so, you know, we'll see.
Oh, nice.
How are things going for you, I guess you wanted to say? At the moment, good. I was saying before, a couple weeks ago, not really. But at the moment, good. I'm down for a RPG. Awesome. Put you on the list as well then. Ziki was down as well. It's just, you know, that game takes a long time to play, obviously, because it's a tabletop RPG. So it takes a little bit, and you need enough players, so we need at least 5, maybe 6. 5 to 6 is max, I think they do mostly, because otherwise, I mean, realistically we can play with as many as I want, really, but you need obviously GM and a couple players to make it interesting. Sure, a couple players more and then we're probably there. With a little bit of luck, I have enough in a little bit. And then we can see what happens. Will for sure be interesting. There's a new scenario on its way, and that scenario is super cool. May I ask what happened to your heart? I'm glad you're okay now. I hope it stays that way too. Okay, that's a little while ago, but in the weekend I just started to feel shit, and then called in sick to work, gone to sleep, got back up, and I had still pain in my chest and sore left arm. So I gone to the general practitioner. After a little bit of check, she pretty much goes like, so do you have anyone at the moment that can bring you to the hospital? So I'm like, I don't think so. It's super early, and most of them are at work. But why though? Like, I can drive myself to the hospital if I need a checkup or something. No, and she literally goes like, no. If nobody can bring you now, then you're going by ambulance. So, couple hours later, I'm in the hospital bed with freaking heart monitor, everything basically hooked up. A little bit later, a doctor comes in. Tomorrow you need to have an operation.
And what kind of dino are you playing?
Spinosaur. And then basically 10 minutes later, after he said like tomorrow we're gonna do it, basically they gone like, or it's actually we do it now because there's a place now. So same day, had an operation, stayed for a week there for checkups and stuff. I'm good now, but it was obviously something where they said like if you didn't react to it, could have ended way different. Yeah, there's a lot of water, actually. I was just saying something to chat, so.
Yeah, it's useful to be a Spino, yeah.
And there's a swimming mechanic as well and stuff. You can actually eat the fish and things. It's nice.
Do you have to eat the fish, or is it just like an add-on?
Oh, no, it's like you're a fishing dinosaur. You can eat the fish, or you can just go on land and eat another dinosaur. It's just... on land, Spinos aren't really that fast, so... it's hard to catch things. So you had kind of like a heart attack? No, actually a heart attack. It was already a heart attack. What do you think of this game and how much have you played it? I think it's brilliant. There is a lot of potential. It's not completely out yet, so you can't be 100% sure of what it's going to do. I think the biggest thing that holds this game down at the moment is the same thing that held the Owl down when V3 just came out. It's a massive map, 8 by 8 kilometers, and at the moment, and they're going to up it to 200 or something soon, but at the moment it's 50 players per server. So it's like, you have the same feeling as in the Owl. Sometimes you walk around for ages and you just don't see anyone. That's the biggest grope against the game. Then again, there's also things to do because you have quests. And that's pretty nice. Won't lie. I'm not really interested in the quests right now though, because they don't save for full release. As for that, how much have I played it? I play every time something big comes out. I don't really stick around with it too much, but the main reason for that is just, like I said, it's pretty closed at the moment. And at the moment you can just try it out, by the way. There's a free demo you can play for the next 10 days for Pax. The main thing is just players. You want players in that game, and I think it's going to be great. Yeah, I played the 200 test. It wasn't great. Too many people in the area and the server just died. Yeah, I can see that happening. Obviously as well, you don't have the system for growing in yet, so you're all already like the apex predators and stuff like that. I think, it changes a little bit when it's actually growth, even though the growth is obviously all based on the quests. but I think it's cool. That's one thing, that's for sure. I think it has potential. I don't say it will, but it has potential to overtake the owl. And I think, for example, a BOB doesn't have that potential. That's personal opinion, obviously. And I feel the combat at the moment is very lacking. Don't necessarily agree. I think it becomes more of a slower game in the combat if people would play it like that. I mean, you have the potential to just sidestep each other and stuff, something that you can't do in the owl. Hell, you can even backstab and stuff like that. I think this is all things that could make it really interesting. I mean, think you're a Spino and you have their Tyrannosaurus, because they will have an actual T-Rex, or let's just take their Displetosaurus. Hell, even Ceratosaurus would be able to kill Spino. It's pretty slow, you know? But just imagine that, you know, they're all here and you can just backstep yourself to the water. I think it will look epic if people fight more in that way. I think there's potential there. Movement-wise, I actually think that the game might be in more of a good place for combat. But then again, there's the difference. I almost now want to say, with how the movement is at the moment in here, and for example the owl, it's pretty similar in that you can almost turn on a dime if you really want to. You know, it's a little bit different, obviously, than their other counterparts and stuff. But I feel if you want to, at the moment, like, compare the two, it's almost like you're saying, like, this is your battlefield, a little bit more rugged, a little bit more slow, a little bit more limitation on your movement, and the owl is almost your Call of Duty. That's how I feel with the movement at the moment. But then making it an ability attack system is going to be weird. I mean, it could be really good, you know? Also, I like the collision. The collision is super cool in here. But there's obviously, you know... Yeah, I think you can see kind of like the problem in the game as, like, I'm at one of the, I would say, bigger lakes, and I've seen people, if you want fighting to be a main aspect, your players have to be able to move. Any good combat in games will tell you that. I'm glad POT has a movement system. Let's face it, being able to ride someone's ass and kill them isn't really fun to anyone. I agree. I totally agree with that. That's why I don't dislike the new movement in the owl. The new movement is slick. However, I think that they didn't really think through how much more problems it's going to give. Because at the moment, in the game, it was already in Legacy, where sometimes it's just with all your ping stuff and stuff going on, it's so hard to hit small creatures. And now everyone is small on Evrima, and I mean, let's be honest, it runs pretty crap. So automatically it looks stupid. If you want to see people go Talon's Point, that's interesting. I haven't been there yet. Where do I go for that? General direction. how they'd fix it until they fix how the game runs. Well, interestingly enough, mostly that kind of things get, maybe caused by something completely not, related. I think BOB does the best thing against this, and it sounds like a cheap thing, but for as long as you're having trouble with hit registration and stuff, I think this is the best option you could do. I know BOB has like a threshold. As soon as your ping is a certain, a certain type, a little bit of ping or whatever, and you attack someone, there's a little bit of an offset where even if you're not completely hitting someone, so you would be a little bit behind it, you still hit it. Just that little bit of extra so it actually keeps a fight. Now BOB looks wise is completely different kettle obviously than what the OWL is, but I think that system in itself is brilliant to at least deal with your initial bit of, figuring out how to get it up to speed. I don't like the hitboxes in POT. Half of your tail can't be hit. I believe it can. Well, I'm QA testing for the OWL. So is it better? I know that you have NDA, so you can't really tell too much, right? But is it better? Just say, is it better in QA? And this is one of the main gripes with that whole thing, Didn't they tell us that they had to remake the game to make the game actually function better? Then how is the game in a worse place than Legacy? I don't get it. I thought it was badly coded, so is it badly coded again? Oh, it's a different game in QA. So are you saying that QA now is in a better place than public build is? As for Path of Titans, I've seen fix after fix after fix happen. And there's still problems in it. I mean, it's to be expected. Even at full release, when they release their early access or whatever you want to call it to the actual public, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be, the same. You're gonna have problems. Maybe a lot of them even. It's, it's really hard to get your game right at the start. QA is miles ahead of public build. I mean, if it is, I just don't understand why they don't push it to the actual public build, because public build is dead. Like, don't you want your main player base to check out your, new game mode and not go into Legacy constantly? I just don't understand it. Maybe there's a reason for it, but I don't see the reason. Like, I wish I could see the reason, because, like, I don't want to be down on the OWL. The OWL is still one of my favorite dinosaur games and has the potential to be the best out there. It does. But at the same time, I just don't understand the rationale. Yeah, wasn't that every update comes back and try? Yeah, but That's the main thing, and this game could get the same, you know, if it's you know, because it has some improvement to do and stuff. But you want your players to stay, and what the owl at the moment has is it's a limbo almost. It goes from its loyal player base to, you know, everyone that had the game and has thinks it has potential, and then they try it out for a couple weeks and then they're gone. It's just they're gone again, and that's where you think like, what's wrong? There needs to be something wrong, and there is, and it has to do with, you know, your content, with things that have been said. Like, you know, there's only so much that people can take, and it happened to more games, you know? The Owl is not the first at all. But if you, for example, go to DayZ, and I think this is actually the perfect example. DayZ was in a limbo when they recoded their engine. The difference between the Owl and DayZ, though, or yeah, the Owl and DayZ, is that DayZ recoded their complete game and had the same assets that they had in their old build, in their new build. It was literally, the game ran like shit, but it did before. But also everything was there. Everything. Some things weren't working completely, but everything was there. And that's the difference with where the Owl gone. Like the Owl gone like, oh, let's do two dinosaurs that are not even equals. Let's put them in and make some sort of ecosystem, but then also not bring a new one into the ecosystem for over 2 months. I don't see why. I just want to know why. That's one thing that I really would like to hear. And they're not going to say so, and it's their right to do whatever they want, you know, but I just want to know why. Oh yeah, the Owl has come really far away from the start. That's totally true. But it also has been one of the games that always remakes the remake of the remake to be remade again. Because, like, you know, as much as Rima is obviously a recode of everything, you know? I mean, it's not like we've had recode or redone things before. Because we did. Like, look at the movement system in the first The Owl. That movement system is completely different than Legacy first. And then you go to Legacy at last, you know, the last version that we still have. And that's completely different again. So it's not like it hasn't been redone again, and again, and again, and again. And that's, you know, where people go like, where's the direction? Because, okay, now it has been redone completely, right? So, where's our direction now? What's really the direction? That's why people want this, what's it called? Roadmap. Then I don't really understand why the roadmap is so limited to, in, you know, what it tells us, but at least there's some transparency there now. I just, you know, I'm really interested in hearing what's actually the plan. Yeah, so, that statement's so they claim, but I mean, definitely did everything in C++, right? C++ is a pretty uniform language. Like, I don't, I had back then already like what did he do then? But after, getting more back into C++ and stuff myself, I just get to a point where I'm like, what is it? Yeah, well, all those things is things that Dondi said definitely claims different and proves in the pudding. Look at Path of Titans. I mean, he works together with other people over there. That statement is, I don't know. Maybe we have to believe it, but maybe we don't. I'm a little bit neutral on that one. Okay, let's take something smaller. Let's take a herbivore, why not? Let's take the frickin' terror. Yeah, it's exactly that. I'm just, in the end, I guess we will see, because if Path of Titans completely outpaces the Owl, then I don't know. I'm just waiting for updates on Afrima. Actual updates. Not only fixes. New dinosaurs, new content. Exactly. Competition is best. And there's some other ones coming out as well. It's the best thing that can happen. Competition is key. Competition makes other games better. Because then you have something to go like, hey, game X, why is game Y at a further state than you? Now you can put pressure in there. Yeah, and then you have, what's it called, his story something. Then you have the Chinese Real, which, as derpy as that game is, it has potential to do something. Saurian finally popped up out of the ground with something. Not that I still count Saurian as something that could challenge even B.O.B. in the multiplayer department. And then B.O.B. itself is also actually coming a long way. I mean, graphics-wise, it's not at the same level. Maybe they can be at some point, but they're not. Well, Saurian isn't that. Saurian was in such a limbo, but their trike is out now, and it plays pretty nice. I won't say that it doesn't. Their AI is actually pretty good. Isn't great, but it's pretty good. There's actually herd-like mentalities in there. It's pretty cool. Oh, if you're... It seems like something is going to be a scam or copy of the owl. I don't know. It looked pretty interesting. We'll see. The behavior. It's more the behavior in Saurian. The behavior of the animals is pretty awesome. Won't lie. Like you have this whole voice wheel now, because obviously Dakotas, they eventually just gone like, oh hey, go away or we eat you, you know, your parents. But with the trikes, you can stay as long as you want, and you can herd up with them, and you have siblings that and stuff, and you actually protect each other. I actually have with the trikes, and it was such an epic moment where I literally had the big one come up to me, call out. So I was like, "What the fuck's happening?" So I stand up, and then that trike walks towards the water. Basically, it was my mom saying, "Go and drink." It was super. Do you have the map for POT? I mean, I think I have. I have it somewhere. Maybe not anymore. So if you can link it, that's fine. It's got humans being added to it in the future. Alvure, I mean, in all honesty, you know, humans being added is not like really a selling point, is it? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I think that, you know, if there's more dinosaur games that want to do it, I mean, it's not something that the owl really owns or can own. It's already something that what's it called? Jurassic Park owns. If we want to be, and maybe not even Jurassic Park, because there were, I think, you know, things before that that kind of mixed dinosaurs with humans. It's something why I still say I hope, and it's probably never going to happen, but I so hope that there's some big freaking studio that takes Jurassic Park and makes an actual Ark as well. Ark owns it more than the Owl does actually, because they had it and were out before it, you know. Um, so north is on the top and south is at the bottom. Okay, right. That's good to know. But yeah, I still hope that there's some AAA company that takes Jurassic Park and makes a survival game where you're humans on either Nublar or Sorna or even freaking on whatever else they want to do. Doesn't matter. But just make it a survival game in Jurassic Park. I don't want base building, that's fine. You know, but something, a survival game, almost like the Green Hell ish, like, you know, or the Forest, something like that, you know. But then obviously AAA quality with Jurassic Park dinosaurs and stuff like that. Yeah, but Jurassic Park is a hard title to get. Oh well, you know, yeah, it's all depends on what you want and if you actually have the idea that you can make something good about it. Because like, let's be honest, if someone makes a survival game like that, right? Any freaking Jurassic Park fan will jump on it, and I'm pretty sure that in the shortest amount of time, that game gets played more than Ark, and Ark is making bank. You know, it's all about wanting to do something, and I think at the moment, game developers in the AAA kind of area, I don't think they see anything in dinosaur games yet. I mean, you know, you had this whole thing at first before DayZ where zombies weren't really used. You know? Um, if you head north, you will hit Big Lake. Okay. Let's do that. But yeah, if they just actually do it, you know, if just someone chooses to make something like that, I'm pretty sure they make bank easy. But I just need to see that, you know, there is an actual market that wants it. stamina of this guy, so shit. Maybe better to just go and trot the whole time. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, you know. I just hope that there's eventually something. And there was a rumor that what's-it-called, the Frontier also had plans for a survival game. They have Jurassic as a thing, and Jurassic World 2 is obviously, Evolution 2 is obviously gonna be a thing. Just, you know, if they would actually do it, I'm fine with that as well, because I think Frontier is a brilliant death. But just something, give us something, just something. No, they trash. Nah, they're great. Like, they make some of the more epic games. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, isn't Elite Dangerous still being developed for? But at the same time, obviously, their tycoon builders are more of their speciality at the moment. And in that, Evolution can make steps. They could make it more like, what's it called? Should be more like Planet Coaster or the Zoo Tycoon one. There's someone. Where are they? Are they on top of this freaking massive hill that I can't get up on? Ooh, that's nice. It's a Black Rex, don't you? Oh, the Black Rex. Gotta love it. You know what's funny? In this Chinese rip-off kind of like the owl, I always keep forgetting the name of the game, but there was actually a Black Rex in there that was hiding in the bushes the whole time. That was funny when I played that. You know what I really like? That they made his stamina trash now of the Styracosaur. Because he was being like Diablo is in the Owl. In Legacy, at least. Remember a time way back in Region 2 in the temple? In the temple with the... Oh, yeah. Oh, that was great. We had some great moments in the Owl. I mean, you know, it's almost unrivaled what you can have in there as moments. No, you don't have stem at all. Yeah, I like it though, cause like, let's be honest, it's a little fat boy. Should he really run that far and stuff? I think he should be defensive, so not really have the option to run. Just be defensive. So I think that this is great actually, and Stareko is a freaking tank. Also with how they turn, I don't know how every game makes Ceratopsians be so fast in turning, but just want to see if I get an answer. I probably won't. But yeah, Styreco, when it first got released, it was just a freaking murder machine. I totally agree. Like, you know, the owl. I've met so many people in there that are cool. And I've had great moments in there, moments that I cherish. Is it weird that sometimes I freaking long back to the first release of V3, even though that had the void spawn and stuff like that? But to me, as much as I think that legacy-wise, you know, if you go back to Legacy now, the last version, that was the best version the owl was ever in, you know, the best state. I think that the first V3 release was the most fun time, if, you know, in retrospect. Yeah, that moment was still great. And that he just gone on stream and put that health up instantly. That was freaking fun. Glad saw him immortalized on video. Yeah, exactly. Oh, because we also have some moments that aren't on video that are great. Remember when Dondi came in on that random server where someone was playing Porta but wasn't supposed to? That Dondi was saying in stream chat that he was coming in with the HyperX to kill it, and then they banned him from the server. That was such a moment. Like, what the fuck? Okay. How far does local chat actually carry? Because I'm just thinking, like, where are they? I mean, maybe at the lake. Should I go to the lake? Pretty far, okay. Yeah, I remember that freaking Troll of Minus. Sound in this game don't travel at all. Huh. Maybe they need to do something about that. Because they should be able to. If I can do it. Yeah, the Troll of Minus moment was so great. Oh, you could have killed Rex with your Gala Minus. So I'm going to ban you. Oh, back when the freaking galley couldn't kill Rex even if it wanted to. Oh, that was great. I remember the Rex versus Hyper Rex fight. It was legendary. Could have been even more legendary though, right? If I actually would have killed it. I mean, it was still a little bit off, you know. Machandro Rection, that was also a great moment. Oh. I mean, there's some more, right? We had the whole thing with the Shans at night. Luckily, that's on video. The freaking 9 Terrazinosaurus. That was legendary. Oh, back then we were just doing stupid things with progression dinosaurs that took all over 6 hours. It was great though. Weirdly enough, in both of those, with the Shans at night and with the Therizinosaurus, we both got destroyed eventually by Rexes, who at that point, like literally 2 or 3 shot all of the other creatures. I remember with the Theris, we were going after the Rexes knowing that we were going to lose when it was like 3 on 9. But yeah, we did things, you know, a little bit out of the box. Ah, that was so fun. But at the moment, you know, that's also a thing with Legacy. Even though it makes more sense, there's some things, you know, because like now you have all that baby crap to go through, and even though it's awesome, at the same time, it isn't the same feeling than going to a Carno Dryo and then to Herrera and so on. Yeah. That animation is still my freaking favorite. Just like I don't want that Herrera call, the broadcast, to go away when Herrera comes back eventually. If Therizino comes back, it needs to drown animation because it's just so. Yeah, the real grind to get. Well, how I more see it back then, even though Carni Dryo was obviously, oh, Carno Dryo, it's, you know, but still, it had its fun, right? You had the underwater Sahara Desert with all these Carno Dryos trying to get that one bite for progression. And then you had Herrera, you little speed demon, and you gone after the freaking Dryos or anything else. Or hell, sometimes you gone after Shans because they couldn't all turn. Remember the time in V3 when juvenile Tyrannosaurus destroyed adult Tyrannosaurus? Oh, we had some times in the game, man. 1 second, I'll be right back. Yeah, I was muted because medication and stuff. Still have to eat a little bit, so forgive me for the little bit of mutiness. Just wanted to see if I could go. Oh, of course I need to turn the right way for that. Imagine though, right, with the Dryos. Imagine at that time, you know, if we had Velociraptor. Cause like, I think Velociraptor is one of in the Owl's history, and now it's like the dinosaur that never has been in a great position, even now not with as an AI. But I think it came at the wrong time, you know. I think we needed him when Carney Dryo was a thing, and he came after Carney Dryo was X'd, pretty much. Which then we didn't need him anymore. Because the system gone from progression to, hey, let's now choose your dinosaur. So Velociraptor was just at a bad place. I wonder if they ever can salvage Velociraptor to make it something viable, because, like I said, even as an AI, what's its niche? It eats baby dinosaurs. It's pretty terrifying when you hear Murder Death EXE come in, when it lecks your freaking server and you know it's there. But after that, it's one bite for everything. But that might change in the future cost plans. But I'm just thinking, like, what could be a plan that makes Velociraptor viable as a dinosaur, either to play as or as an AI? I can't really think of anything. Like, I'm sure there's people that gonna play as it. You know, if you give them the option, sure, everyone will, you know, play as it one time. Probably have fun as it as well. Let's be honest, everyone wants to be a compy every now and then if they could. But at the same time, I think, for example, when Suko came back into Legacy, right? Everyone was hyping Suko up, like, oh yeah, Suko, we all want him, and stuff like that. And I remember me and Rent were talking about it, and we were kind of both saying, like, you know, you see people now being overly hyped for a dinosaur that in the past was already playable and never played because it's a shit dinosaur. It happened again. The first week it was great because they made his stats too stupid so he could compete with things. And then they X'd that back down. And then it became a shit dinosaur again. And not because Suko is a shit animal, because it isn't. Just because in the game it doesn't work. Like, his big thing being in the water. There's a freaking apex predator that torpedoes in the water faster than he does. That's just the thing, and I'm thinking with yeah, well, you know, Suko also had a position in the old progression part of things when he was on part with Acro, kinda. Acro was a little bit faster, so they could kinda compete, but then Rex had as much stamina and was as fast and one-shotted you. Difference with now though is that there's not only the Rex, and he isn't the most dangerous for Suko. I mean, we all know what the bane of Zuko's existence is. The Mr. Trot across the freaking map without using any stamina, and then being able to ambush basically almost everything. Yeah, Giga, exactly. It's like that freaking meme, you know, that we had, that drawn meme by I forgot who made it, but the one where you had the where you saw the Zuko and you saw all those things like, oh shit, and then how shit the life is of a Zuko basically, and you see the Giga in the water. Jaws team playing. Zuko will be much better in update 4. We'll see. I'm going to do a saying here. I think Zuko's still gonna be shit. Yes, he's gonna be eating fish. Water's maybe a little bit better, but there's also going to be a way bigger, much more unfortunate for him dinosaur in there, or not even dinosaur, reptile. It's just like, you know, where is he going to be? Okay, they can make him faster than Deinosuchus, maybe, but Deinosuchus is bigger. Like, eventually Deinosuchus is just gonna overpower Zuko, and then Zuko needs to get out of the water, and then there's a Rex waiting for it. Yeah, but that's, I think, where the problem comes. He's not going to be the king of the water, and he's not going to be the king on the land. In both, he's the underdog, without assets to show for it, because I can't see him being fast. And if he's not fast on land, and if there's the bigger things in the water, I don't see where Zuko is viable. It's that superior kind of thing. And with superior type of things, you want to counter to take the thing that is not superior. For example, you have that with Aloe and Carno, where Aloe has the strength, Carno has the speed. Where Carno is very blood resistant, Aloe gets shafted if he gets NDA sucks. There's plans all that I can say. I hope they work, but I'm still going to be pessimistic here and say that they won't. Maybe the plans are good, you know, but I just can't see how how they're viable. This is all, you know, because of what happened in the past. There were plans for Zuko before. They never worked. It's not to say that there can't be Zuko's around, by the way, because there are some Zuko's and still they kill some players every now and then. Still there are some people that swear by Zuko and stay Zuko forever and ever. It happens in Legacy as well. But it's an underdog dinosaur. And to come back at the point, I think Velociraptor is exactly the same. Whatever you do with him, he's always going to be the underdog, because there's something better at what he does. I mean, I hope you're right with Zuko being viable. You know, that there's something actually great about it. Because I want all the dinosaurs to be great at something. Take him for a second. I mean, I agree that they should. I just don't think they do. The same with what's the dinosaur again? With the big eyebrows, the Hipsy, right? I think that kind of makes Dryo a lot less appealing. Oh, ooh. Well, someone who doesn't have access to what's behind the curtain, it's hard to be optimistic given the track record so far of generally 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I agree with that. I've seen a new Dryo dodge. I think it's going to make things less balanced. They were already ungettable in Legacy. Like it's one of the 2 dinosaurs that can survive everything if they're not stupid. Galley and Dryo are the 2. So giving them another dodge is, I don't know, it's cool. But it's also, why do I need that? The freaking fog is pretty awesome though in here, we'll say. Maybe they all have. I know Utah's getting a new attack run stuff as well. Utah's faster now, that's a little bit stupid, probably. Pretty sure the Dryos are supposed to be faster. But yeah, it's kind of what Ren said. You know? Because I go by that as well. They've told us the game would be better. I think it's time to show. That's all. Still have some faith in it. But with every time when I see things like, oh yeah, guys, the AI isn't ready, it's better than it is in Legacy, but it's not ready. I just go like, dude. Yeah, I actually agree with that, Magic Goat. I can see that as well, but maybe that's also because of track record, you know? I still, and I know Ren does as well, I still go back to the September update of 2017. Anyway, I'm now at the big lake. Still hearing one player. It's big boy. Suko. Social activity. Oh no, birth bat? Are they all just being cool? It's easy to say, you just fix it. It's harder to do. Depends. Just figure out where your thing comes from and focus on it. Don't focus on anything else before you do. Welcome to Care Bear Point. I guess so. Let's see. Let's see what happens if I just go next to them, you know? Will they kill me? Will they kill me? So yeah, Care Bear Point, I guess. That's obviously always going to happen. Oh, really? So this is your V3 equivalent of Spawn Lake? He looks cool though. Let's be honest, that freaking Spino is awesome. He is like the freaking albino, the freaking, oh shit, I rolled an albino skin. Now I want to freaking die and do it all over. Too bad. I was hoping for one, and then you see, oh, and the first thing where you see players, they're all here just Birth Bat Simulator 2019, 2020, 2021, whatever you want to say. I really think they need to add a blood spatter like effect on the bite, so it looks more appealing. The animation isn't bad, it's just that there needs to be a particle effect. what I was saying about fixing things? The way players render in trigger me in this game. They just pop in. Huh. I mean, it's something that's fixable, you know. Perhaps they still will as well. Who remembers? Yo, what's up, Maury? This game looks a lot more promising than RIP DL 2020. I think there's chances for both of them. Go for the freaking Struccio. He's so much faster. He's like the galley, though. He's so much faster. It's just, it's not going to happen. Didn't that sound from up there? It did. Ugh. Ooh. He hasn't seen us yet. There he is. There they both are. Ah, come on. Damn it. Back to the shadow. Oh, the Spino. Well, one dead. All the freaking carnivores against all the herbivores, which were only two. team deathmatch, pretty much now. Oh, that collision though. I like it. It's what should happen. Is that a Sarato? Yeah, Sarato. I mean, I'm not against team deathmatch for, you know, as long as it's not survival with growing. A little bit. It's such a different world though. Imagine in the out would be the other way around. Would be 20 trikes laying here, and then maybe 2 carnivores, and over here 20 freaking carnivores and no herbivores. Oh, 1 herbivore. Spiky boy. Which apparently they're not killing us all, but that's fine. They're super cool though, I like them so far. Look at him. He's so epic. I like them. They're super cool. Actual herbivore that I wouldn't mind playing. What caused that? Shruti or? Swim boy? Yeah. Most I will say about the direction of the owl, because that's the main thing that we're debating here, right? Is I think they made the wrong decision, in the sense of basically, I think he should have done what Daisy had done, Oh shit, I need water. Pretty badly as well. What they had done, just, you know, bring out your update, your recode, with everything that you had in your base game. Why? Because people are accustomed to that. People have this as your... You set your bar somewhere. Legacy set a bar of what we expect at the very least. And that bar has not been reached at all with what Avrima brought. I think that's the main problem. I think nobody would complain if everything that was in a Legacy was in Avrima. Even if we would now still be waiting on a new dinosaur, even if Tananto wouldn't have been in, I think nobody would have cared too much. Everyone would have wanted them, but be like, well, at least the game's playable. Very low at the moment. Oh, give me a second. Is the volume better now? Perhaps? If not, let me know. Night and day. Okay. Group invite. Why not? I haven't been in a group here yet. There we go. Blew my ear out, but much better. Oh, okay. You can just tell me, you know. I don't know when obviously the sound is too low for you guys. I can do a whole lot on the go and on the fly, so... That's the whole thing about not streaming for a whole long time, because you couldn't, then everything is weird again. But yeah, that's the frustrating thing for me with the OWL. It's like, I just wished that they took all the things that they had and just put that at least in. Because that's your standard thing. We already had that. As for Path of Titans, you know, at the moment, obviously, it has all the things that Region 2, I believe, had in Sandbox days. Because this is what it is. This is the test. And we understand that with Path of Titans, because it's not out yet. Bear in mind, though, when Path of Titans is out, I take that to the same account as to the Isle. I expect Path of Titans to have growing and stuff like that. That's the thing, you know. I think every game in this genre should have a chance. And for example, I think BOB has been scrutinized for nothing all this time. You know, when they first came out, they got destroyed. Oh, it's not that good. Oh, the servers are lagging, this and that, and all that kind of stuff, right? At the moment, I think if you go into Beast of Bermuda, it's a pretty damn good game. They also brought things out that people really wanted, like me. They finally brought something out where you can't go bright Barney dinosaur anymore. It's optional, but I don't have to see it. The way it looks, well, it's not as good as Path of Titans and the Owl, but I think they made insta amount of steps. And I think it's really huge to give the option for people to not see Barney dinosaurs. Gonna take a bite of the fish. Give BOB Owl graphics and I play it. Can I be 100% honest here? I think that BOB as a game is better than the Owl at the moment. As a game. Total package? Maybe not. Quality? Maybe not. But as a game. By the way, I think BOB is also better than Path of Titans at the moment. Just current state. Anything's better than the Owl right now. I disagree, because I think Legacy is better than Path of Titans. I think Legacy is better than, you know, a lot of things. I think Legacy is great. It's at a good state. It has its problems. I just wish that those problems were fixed. That's not going to happen anymore. But if I really look at it, that state's pretty damn good. I'm going to go around and not stay here in the Birth Bash Simulator anymore. You see what's on the other side of the lake, I guess. But as for BOB, BOB has its moments. I think BOB is great, to be honest. At the moment, at least. They're in a really good state. They're not what they were all these weeks / months ago. I mean, it's natural, right? The game progresses. I think they progressed. I think that's detriment to them actually getting a player base for themselves. Because they've been growing, and a lot, in the recent weeks. Oh, look at that. Herbivores. Ooh, that lag. It's early access. Oh, of course. Oh, I trampled him! Oh my god. How the fuck? Oh my god, that was great. Now he's my meal. Really, it needs a little bit work on that animation for sure. A little bit of blood effect. Give me some particle effects there. It was at that moment for sure. Oh, that was great. I loved it. Forgot all about that. Oh, look at that. Bring a part of his friend. This game won't have blood in the base game. As long as they give me an option, that's fine. I have a part of your friend. But that's fine as well, you know, as long as they give something. I mean, mods can make your game better. If they don't do it in the base game, I think it's a little bit stupid. Oh, you're a big boy. I don't mind you. I'm not gonna beat you. We can try though. Do you want me to try? Go for it. We're so gonna die because that thing is freaking. That thing is epic. Just saying he's going to whop me out of existence. But there's not really anything to lose, so. He's seen me for sure, right? He cannot have seen me. Oh, he has stamina for days. Oh, he gone late, but I also gone late. That lag though, it's not a bug, it's a feature, and he just look at that instantly, first hit. He just mollywops me out of existence. He has stamina for days, doesn't he? Holy shit! Some bleed effect, I guess. You know what? Ironically enough, I could also have been hit by his trample. I mean, I can see it's a mix of server lag and collision. I can see that making sense. I mean, there's still things to go with Path of Titans, that's for sure, you know. I don't, like I said, with them as well, and it's the same for any dinosaur game coming out now. Even at release, I don't expect them to be, perfect. They're not going to be. Never. There's always going to be something. So I hold them to the same standards as that I held any other game when they released. Path of Titans isn't released yet. So they have some time to go before I actually become critical at them. Now, obviously, you want to see something to give you the idea like they're going somewhere, you know, but I think I already seen that, and I already seen how they go with what people say and stuff like that. So I'm fine with all that. But obviously at a point you're going to be like no Super Mario Bros. You know, actually that's a good point. There are some games in that era that were perfect from the start. I mean, even if you go recently, but that's all AAA, you know. Like, I think one of the games that I found perfect on release is Uncharted on 4 on the PS4. I think that game was just spotless. But yeah, it's a rarity now, isn't it? Like, you know, every game goes now by, we have to release first and then see what happens. When Super Mario came out, all games were AAA. True enough. No game engines yet for indie developers to take. No Blender yet for indie model makers to make something with. Fallout 76. It's the same for loads of them. I mean, EA also goes by that, and that's their detriment at the moment. Like, Battlefront 2 at the moment is a great game. When that released, it was garbage. And that's what people keep it true. Like, you know, it was garbage. You released it unfinished, not great and all that stuff, and then they had to basically go on their knees and go like, you know, sorry. Here, have another free pack, have another free this, free that. You know, that's the weird thing. I think that EA has the ability to make the greatest games out there. I think they won't, though, because that money shines in EA's eyes. However, I think there's no denying in that their studios are able to make the best games. That collision. Yeah, it's the collision, isn't it? It sucks. So you go here. Dill has no collision, it seems. Let's walk against him. Wasn't really visible with him. Yo, what's up? I can't pronounce the name, but hello. To be fair, I just don't see the names. The name with the signs. But hello. PS4? No, it's PC. Oh, look at you. With your blue stripe. I like blue stripes. He's also a little bit too strong to tango with. Can't even get on there. Look at that. Where did he go? Is he just in the bushes there? He's here. Hello. You would like to show those stripes up close? That was a Serato, yeah. I seen. Wouldn't it be interesting if he goes after the Styracosaurus? Then one kills the other and then we kill the other one. Kill them both? I mean, we can try. We can try to kill him. I know that he whops our ass, though. They're freaking tanks. I fought them before, a couple of them with Sukos. It's, wow. Hardly anyone fights in this game. Yeah, it's... I mean, it's clear that people at the start won't do it. You know, they need to be kind of forced. I've been saying this about dinosaur games. They need to be forced. I think that's why B.O.B. works a little bit in that, but that even has Birth Bath Simulator, but at least it, you know, encourages you not to. I think it should be forced though. Don't know how. It should be forced. We can try. We'll see what happens. We're going to be stuck. Ugh. Oh, that lag. It pulled me back. I was gone already, right? Just pulled me back. Yeah, if they fix that, then I think it would be great. Ooh! That saved me, though. Weirdly enough. Oh, stay out of his thing. We don't have stamina, damn it. Wait, we have... I don't know what's happening. Ooh, come on. Oh, does that drain your freaking stamina? Seems like it drains your stamina, doesn't it? Holy shit. I don't know, when I first was doing that sidestep to get past his horns and then bite his side, I just had no stamina to run. So I wonder if that kind of killed me there. I don't know how that works, to be honest. But I had no stamina for a couple seconds and then it came back. So if you get hit, you don't have stamina, I guess? That's new then, because that wasn't there last time I fought in the game. You dead? Yeah, happens. I mean, you lose nothing really at the moment. And even if you would lose something, it's fun. What the fuck, new dino? Yeah, you can just choose the dinosaurs. Now we go for the big boy. Yeah, Rent, that's fine. Go and do your dead stuff. It was good catching up, brother. See you tomorrow. Good graphics? Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I like their underwater, actually. Their underwater is great. I just want to catch a fish. Oh, Synergy, because you played as well, do you have any freaking thing that I need to look at when catching a fish? Because sometimes I'm just not catching them. Still think it's a weird system. Sometimes I'm almost inside it, like here. I would say that I would need to be able to catch it now, yes? There we go, finally. One thing that I find too bad is now they have that water ripple effect, but it's not everywhere in the water. I hope they change that. It's always in front of you, no matter if you're looking to the sides? Right. Wait, so there's no, whatchamacallit? Bite socket in their mouth? Because normally if you would set it up correctly and you would have it locational, my English is 1%, that's fine. My English isn't even good. I'm not English. I just, I speak it pretty regularly. So I butcher only, like, I would say, less than 50% of my words. But yeah, it's just like, I would think that they would have a bite socket in their mouth. And then the physical asset would be use to decide hit points. New follower, thanks for following. That should come up on the screen though. I don't know why it doesn't. Regardless. Thanks for following. I hear that more, even though I dislike my own voice. Oh, the ripple effects are so nice. You know what's interesting? I think that to bite something that has to be directly in front of you. How am I? I'm pretty good. Pretty good. I would actually like to see their sockets and stuff like that. Maybe eventually I will when the dev kit thing is out for them, or mod kit, whatever you want to call it. I want to do modding for Path of Titans as well anyway. But I think this ripple effect is UIWS. Maybe not, but it's probably something different. Or the same. Floppy fish is a little bit too floppy. I broke it. You know what the only thing is sound-wise that I don't like about this game? It's so quiet on everything. To be honest, that happens with every game synergy. Like literally, you need plugins and stuff like that to make something. The owl has that as well, as much as they maybe claim they don't. They all have some stuff that's not their own. That's fine, man, if you don't understand. It's appreciated that you're here. With English, as with every language in the world, it's just like the more you hear it and speak it and stuff like that, the easier it becomes. Trial and error. Just walking here with a fish, just trying to give someone a fish, but there's nobody around. You're from Czech Republic? Good country. I haven't been there, but I know it. Ugh. Saw the collision on the fish and the tree. By the way, a dinosaur game that I'm really excited about is the horror game that got funded. What's it called? That's Dead Grounds? Dead Side? No, Dead Grounds, I think. Oh, I'm excited for that. Yes, please, give me new experiences. Not only the same. We get so many of them now. Yeah, that seemed interesting. Yeah, I just know that people aren't really happy about how that raptor looks, autonomy-wise, but it's like, come on, people. It's not all about anatomy. Come on, you know? Well, it looks good. It looks very Alien Isolation-like, and I like that, because Alien Isolation is great. Paleopines. I've seen that as well. That's the cute one, yeah. There's a lot of dinosaur games coming out. Then you have Isle of Yore and Historian, I don't know, one of those. And then you have Goner, which is more like a horror game as well. Goner looks pretty cool. And then obviously everything that's in the works and things being added and stuff like that. We have the Chinese Dial. I don't know what else to call it. It's just that. It's literally a Dial type of game made by Chinese persons, which can be great, I hope. I agree, people need to stop bitching about how dinosaurs look. They're dead, we're never gonna know. Well, what I have with it is like, do we really want every game to have all the dinosaurs look exactly the same? I don't. Please do your own things, you know? Make them how you want. Make them to the game that you're making. It's shit. Don't understand that one, but... Where are you going? Oh, I'm just walking around the lake, just seeing if I find someone, and then I'm going to drop the fish in front of their face. Actually, I could just eat the fish. Let's do that. Oh, and I will say another thing. We were first saying things about Beast of Bermuda as well, right? Have you people seen their new Tyrannosaur? Because I think that looks pretty damn cool. I already thought that their current Tyrannosaur isn't bad. But their new Tyrannosaur? Woof. Looks good. I don't either. A game is supposed to be a creative medium. Exactly. Is this a fish? No, it's an aquatic dinosaur. A Spinosaurus. Making a game 100% accurate isn't fun because new things pop up and all the time and you need to change the way everything looks. Saurian. Which, by the way, I hope Saurian becomes as great as, you know... I know I will give them this. Since the Trike update, I actually enjoy Saurian. So I'm not going to flame them. But that it took so long to get to that point. They're a small team, I get it. They weren't scientifically accurate. But also we bought a game. Can we please get some updates, you know? Fluffy Rex is going to be no more. Yeah, sadly. That Rex is pretty damn cool. I hope someone saves that model. If I could, I would take that model and just save it. Don't like it when creative work gets canned and never to be seen again, you know? I'm going to sleep. Good night. Good night to you as well. Thanks for joining in. Have a good one. That new Rex for Saurian. Oh, that thing though. When that is in, great Rex. I like that though. Some stylized Rex, you know. As much as I like the one on the owl, that one's great. As much as I like the Tyrannosaurus from Jurassic Park, that one's great. I just like the different styles, you know? Give me something different, not the same. That one is scientifically accurate, that's Saurian's thing, great. That Rex is probably never going to be freaking beat. That Rex is gonna be the best accurate Rex. For now, at least. Doesn't mean that the other Rexes aren't great, by the way. Just means that they're different. And that's how it should be. And that's when we go back at Death Ground. Death Ground is just different. It's not supposed to be accurate. I would say, if I understood English. It's fine, you know, you get that. Especially when you don't completely know the language. I haven't seen the new Saurian Rex. Haven't you? That's interesting. Give me a second. Let's see if I can find this pretty easily. I probably can't, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Need to quickly open up one of those. Give me a second. I'll just drag that off. You can just look at the Spinosaur standing there. Oop. I hurt myself. That doesn't matter though. By the way, that new Rex isn't in yet, and maybe you have seen it. It's just maybe you think like, you know, it's not that Rex, right? That's the Rex. That's the Rex how he's going to be in game. That's one sexy boy. Not gonna lie. I don't really feel the Spino that the owl has, but that's personal opinion, obviously. I do agree, though. It's nice that they have their own style. I don't like it, though. But when this Rex is in Saurian, hell, I'm gonna play that for sure. You'll see that added in about 2 years. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. At this point, I don't care anymore, you know. They can do whatever they want. It's not like we're going to play that thing multiplayer. I mean, people think like, oh, it's gonna have multiplayer because of stretch goal. Yeah, eventually, with 5 dinosaurs, great. Have you seen, you guys seen the B.O.B. Tyrannosaur then? New one? Because I think in comparison, that one's pretty cool as well. Not seen it. Let's see if I can find that one really fast. Excuse me. Because to be fair, they post a freaking lot. And they haven't posted the full Tyrannosaur. It's just freaking updates to the Tyrannosaur. Which is... there we go, that's their face now. And I think they also posted something with detail. Yes, they did. Let's open that one as well. I mean, it's pretty good looking, I think. Not too bad, really. I like it. Yeah, I think they're making steps, you know. They're probably not gonna get on the level that the DL models are, but let's be honest, freaking, you know, the modelers from DL, they're just another level. They're probably the best in this field. I mean, name another one that's as good as them, you know. But it doesn't mean that Rex is bad. I think that Rex is pretty damn good, and I'm excited to see it in B.O.B. Like I mentioned before, I want all the dinosaur games to succeed. Doesn't, by the way, mean that I won't criticize them, because I will. But in essence, best for us as players is if they all succeed. All of them. We're in a, like a cursed community though. Yeah, well, he's just good, you know. By the way, you can be the best, and then others can still be good, you know. That's just dependent on what you think. And I, for example, with the Beast of Bermuda, have some of their dinosaurs look good, others look just okay, and I think that's where they can really make strides. If you look at B.O.B. and you look at the dinosaurs, lots of time I think, like, you know, at least be consistent. And with B.O.B., I have the feeling with some of their dinosaurs, it's not consistent. As if one dinosaur was worked on harder than another one. Where one can be considered good, but the other one can only be considered as just okay. The way that I look at it is, you can be the best everyone knows, but there's someone out there, unknown to people, that's better. In essence, I don't know if you look at Twitter sometimes, but there's this this girl that does just animation of dinosaur models and her own dinosaur models. I think they're great, and they're in no freaking game. It's almost criminal because the person makes them walk in Unreal itself. It's almost criminal that those things aren't in a game. It's like, I really think that a game, doesn't matter which one, would probably benefit from having that person on their team. But it's also like, do they want that or do they not? Link me? Well, I need to find it first then. Give me a second, I'll link you. It's going to take a little bit though, so just keep that in mind. So you're just looking at the so see a little Spinosaur there in the water for a second. I'm gonna see if I can quickly find the profile. Cannot see chat at the moment, don't be alarmed, I'll see it in a moment. Just need to have this full screen, second screen, just look at it. Here it's this person. You can just find it on Twitter yourself, but if you want the @ link, I'll just post that in chat, which I should be able to do over here. There we go. But yeah, if you go down, like for example, well, that's just art related more, I think, but if you go in the history of the person, which is pretty damn freaking huge, did a lot of dinosaurs. It's not really a dinosaur related person per se. Here, there you have one. It's more an animator, you could say. But they make some cool ass freaking things that, you know, I like following that. Here, there we go. That's freaking game related. Yeah, like I said, I think that's freaking amazing. Think some of those models that you see there with the freaking animation that you see here, and just think that in any of those games, you know, that maybe are not the owl or maybe even in the owl, you know? It's like, tell me a game wouldn't benefit from having someone like that, you know? Because I think they will. Yeah, if you go into the history, you see way more dinosaurs. Like a lot of models, a lot of animation things, and some obviously not really game things. There's a lot of there. I think it's definitely like someone you should follow if you're just into seeing cool things, animation, dinosaur wise, or even out of dinosaur. I think they're great. Not an advertisement, by the way. But yeah, to bring back to the point, you know, I think that, for example, a Beast of Bermuda would, you know, benefit from having someone like that. Now, I don't know if they're gettable for a Beast of Bermuda or even for the owl. Because if someone doesn't want to, they don't want to, you know? But when you see those animations and some of those models and all the things in there, I just think I see, you know, something that could actually be in a game and we could enjoy. I like following that kind of person, you know, just that being creative. Okay, soon I'm going to call the stream. It's been pretty fun, even though obviously this is a game where you don't get too much. I hope that changes, you know? Like I said, I'm not going to be too hard on the Path of Titans yet, but I hope, obviously, that when the releases and when there's growth and stuff, that there is enough to do to make it a little bit more, you know, a little bit more action oriented instead of, you know, the usual. And obviously I could have gone for the quests, but I don't see the point in that, because this doesn't save, right, into the main game. So I'll do those quests and freaking unlock all those skins. What's the point? Quest only get your skins. I know. But if I do, it gets locked again when the game comes out, right? That's why I haven't really bothered with it, because it's like, I'd rather do it when the game is actually out. When I can play the game how it's intended, not the test, like it is right now. Now I just want to screw around a little bit, see what's broken, make some reports on that kind of stuff. Just show it off a little bit. I hope so. I hope that there's progression like that, because that would give at least something extra to do again, you know? If this Spinosaur isn't gettable from the start, but you need X amount of points to unlock it, I think that's epic. Force me to play that little let an event tricks. You know what I, by the way, really like about the dinosaurs in Path of Titans? That they're really consistent in their approach of how the models are. I think there's none that stand out weirdly. And I think that's a big plus. Consistent style, you know? That's what I said Beast of Bermuda is lacking. Like one of the dinosaurs, I think in BOB that really lacks is that Ankylosaurid. I forgot the name. It's sun something. It's something with an S. But I think that dinosaur really lacks. Well, it's one of the cooler ones, but it really lacks, I think. But then again, some of their new stuff that they put out now, I mean, I'll show again. New para model for the... I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it has its charm. I think they're making steps though. Like, I mean, one of the more recent models that I see over here is like this one. That looks pretty slick. Doesn't look bad at all. Of course, I think their new boy, that Octodromeus, that one looks pretty damn cool. I still don't know how to pronounce it, by the way, but it's Sychinia? Yeah, but I think, you know, the main thing is, I think that model just... it lacks. You see the other models, and that's here. Let's, because I'm going to stop anyway, you know, in a second. Let's go to, even though it's still staying, saying like Path of Titans, doesn't matter, you know, it's only for a couple minutes. Could put it in just chatting, but no, too lazy. Let's close him off as well. Give it a second for Beast of Bermuda to start. Come on, load a little bit faster, game. Thank you. This is really good to see, though. Like, a while back, you never saw this in this game. And see now. There's actual servers to play on. Wow, right? I love this. It's good to see, you know? Anyway, just choose a random server. Doesn't matter which one. Yeah, I agree. Velociraptor in here could use a lot more, actually. But if you're really looking at it, you know, so we can change the camera, right? Yes, we can. Awesome. So I think he's fine. You know, this I would class as an okay dinosaur, right? We go to him. I think he's good. I think his animations lack, but I think looks-wise, he's good. You go to him, I think he's great. He's standing in a rock here, but it doesn't matter. I think this one is okay. Not great, or just okay. And a para, I personally don't dislike it. I think it's pretty good. But you know, it's pretty subjective, obviously, with all of them. What you say? We could say that this one is just okay, you know. However, him, I think he's pretty bad. This is the model I dislike the most. And then we have on the side of the carnivores, I think he's fine. He's good, I would say. He's good as well. Him, I think, is perfect. I think there's not really too much what you can do with him to make him better. He is probably the best looking one in the whole game. I think the Tyrannosaur is fine, but I think the new one would bring it to its great. And Velociraptor, yeah. Guess we could class him as bad. It's not because he is awful. I mean, he's not awful. I guess he is okay. But he's also not great. And that's where the style comes in, you know what I was saying. It's just like the style, it's over the place. Then we have him. I think loads of people like him. I actually think that this is one of the ones that I would consider awful. Don't know what you guys think. He's good. And he is, I mean, he's pretty damn on point. I would just say that this one is great. And then he is just decent, I would say. There's not really much you can change in that. He's fine. What do you guys think? You can barely see the aquatics? There we go. Now you can see them. Right? I think he, like I said, I think he was awful. It's just the face. I don't know. Body's fine. I would, if they would just edit the face, I think if they added the face, it's fine. But the face just makes it that I'm like, ew, you know. And then him, I think he is great. Like I said. Like, why can a face like this not be on the other? And then him, like I said, I think there's not really too much else to do with a mosasaur. I think this is pretty, spot on. So you get to a point like you can't change too much. Maybe little details, but there's not too much to do there. Looks a bit too skinny. I mean, they start out needing some food. They actually become more fat. This could be just that. If you think that he should be more fat, he probably gets more fat. I don't think that there's too much else you can do with that one, though. And obviously you still have the pattern, so some of them are a little bit greater than the others. But yeah, it's it's just decent, I would say. In all honesty, with this game, like their flying has become really a whole lot better. I actually like flying in this game. I like the aquatics the most. The aquatics are awesome, you know. The flying is pretty damn satisfying. Especially when you go and penguin dive for fish. Yeah, I think, if you really look at it, obviously the looks, Path of Titan's better, the Owl's better, but games are not only looks, and I think that this game has things going for it. I'll probably play it on stream at some point as well. It's a pretty good game. Now, some people won't agree with that, I've had people debate like it looks shit. Okay. I'm not debating if you think it looks fine. I'm debating that it's a decent game. But, okay. It's a debate that you can't win, because it's subjective. Stay low and see if a Mosa jumps out to grab me. I've had that happen. It's freaking epic. Like when they jump out to grab you and drag you underwater. Anyways, I think this is enough for today. Guys, thanks for watching. Glad you joined back for my adventures, like first time streaming after the heart attack. Great to see you guys again. I'll stream at some point again. I'll just keep it at whenever I want to, you know. I would play a little bit more if I was actually enjoying the owl as well. But I mean, at the moment I don't, so it's pointless for me to stream in that regard. However, when updates come out, we'll stream on any of the games. Really, we'll stream, and I'll see if there's anything else that is interesting. I want to keep it dinosaur-wise, though. I really want to keep this channel as a dinosaur playing ground, you could say. I think it doesn't work out if I do other things than dinosaur games. Because dinosaur games are fun, and we don't have enough of them. Yet. Cool. I hope to see you guys next time. Hope you have a splendid rest of your weekend and good next week. And I hope to see you guys next time.